English 232. We are in week 5 and it's time for you guys to write your first literary analysis essay. And so that's what we're working on this week. You'll have 2 things due. You have a thesis and outline due, and it needs to be in MLA format, and that is due on Wednesday night by 11:55 p.m. Okay, so make sure you get that done. And then you're going to be writing your paper, which is due Sunday night. Okay, so we have a really quick turnaround in this class, and the reason for that is you've already done English 111 and English 112, and it's my expectation in an upper level literature course that you're able to churn out a basic paper fairly quickly. So I opened up the essay, American Dream essay document that goes over the assignment, and we are working on essay number 1. So we're literally now just looking at how do we define the American dream, and you're able to use at least 3 texts, or you're required to use at least 3 texts that we've read thus far. One of those can be one of the articles that we've read. However, the other 2 should be literature, okay, since this is a literature course. So how does that literature show what the American dream is? All right, we're not talking about its accessibility. We're not talking about if we can achieve it. We're just saying, what is it, okay? And then pulling from the literature that we've read. One text must be a poem, all right? So it should probably be Harlem, but if you choose to use Whitman's poems, that's fine. But know that you're going to be applying Harlem in your next paper. So that'll be a required text. So your essay is 1,200 to 50 to 1,500 words in length. It is required to be in MLA format. Now, I'm not going to teach MLA format to you because you learned it in English 111 and in English 112. So it's my expectation that in this upper level class, you know how to write a paper in MLA format with a works cited page and citations. The way that I read papers, just so you're aware, is the first thing I do is I look for a works cited page. If there is no works cited page, the paper is an F. I don't even read it. It's a 25. If I find the works cited page and then the second thing I do is I look for in-text citations. If there are no in-text citations, 25 failed. You have to have citations and you have to have a works cited page for this paper. It's a requirement for MLA, and they have to be in MLA format. Make sure that you are creating an argument. So make sure that you have a thesis statement for your paper. Make sure that you are quoting the literature, and I talk about when should you use quotes, how do you use quotes. So there's a lot of information in your American Dream essay document that kind of reviews my expectations. So make sure that you look at that, okay? Then I want to talk to you guys about how things are going to work this week. So you need to turn in your outline by Wednesday, September 25th at 11:55 p.m., okay? Remember that you have, in your grades, you have essay number 1 is comprised of 2 things, the outline and the paper. So if you miss one of those, you're looking at a 50 at best for a chunk of your course. So do be sure to turn in the thesis and outline and the final draft. So your thesis and outline is due Wednesday night, and then your final draft is due by Sunday night. You have an optional peer edit forum. If you choose to use that, you want to upload your draft by Thursday night at 11:55. And even if you just want to upload a couple of pages to have somebody else look at it, that's fine. This is how it works. Pay close attention. So you will go into the forum, you will create a thread. The thread will have your name. You will upload whatever you want reviewed into that thread, okay? Then you need to go back to the forum and look at the other threads that are there and find one that has nobody has commented on it, and then you will comment, I will edit this paper. And then you edit that paper. So you click on their paper, you download it, You make comments through Microsoft Word feature, save it, and then re-upload it with the comments, okay? You need to make sure that you have the edited paper submitted within a day, okay? So set some time aside to do that because they need to be able to revise, okay? You also, if you don't want to use the peer edit forum, and that is an optional thing, have the option to use NetTutor, and I highly suggest that you do. So you'll click on NetTutor and you can submit a paper. They need 24 to 48 hours to get it back to you. When you use NetTutor, I would suggest that you copy and paste the assignment details behind your works cited page and just make sure that they know that the assignment details are at the end of the paper so that they can see that your assignment details are there, okay? And make sure that you submit that to them. I'll get a notification that you did that, and then I'll go in and do a referral for you. If you can't figure it out, email me and I'll do a referral for you, okay, to get your paper done. And they give really good feedback, so I highly suggest that you use them. And then your final draft is due Sunday night by 11:55. It must be uploaded in Microsoft Word. I will not accept another format, so do be sure that you're using Microsoft Word. If you guys have questions, you know I'm always available via email, so you don't have any reading this week, but you have a whole lot of writing to do, and you're writing that first essay. And I will probably post at some point next week a response to your Gatsby forum, and so be on the lookout for that. But other than that, unless you guys have questions, you can shoot me an email, and happy writing on your first paper for the course.